Welcome back, people. Today we'll be doing the D practice, Copperplate D. So this is the A practice, for which was good. The B practice, I really enjoyed doing the B's actually, so that was good experience. Then we did the C practice, for which I thought was fantastic. So now we do the D's. Everything's prepped and ready to go. And now we move on to the D's. I'll just get this into position and we'll get the ink and the pen up. Hopefully we can get this working straight off the bat and not worry about stuff. Come on, work. Okay, we're getting it. It's always funny to get the nib going. Well, let's do the capital D according to the version that I've been taught within Mastering Copperplate book by Eleanor Winters. So let's do that. So the first stroke has to come down from the top and come down and do a little loop. You can't really see that, can you? So let's zoom in a little bit so you can see it. So the second stroke, it's almost like two strokes this. Hopefully we can do this one right. So it comes over, up and over. Okay, up and over. So it goes, can you see this? Only just, I'll bring it over a bit. So you come up and over and back over, okay. Something like that. Let me try another one of them. It wasn't quite nice, so let's go again. Let's go nice and thingy, then hard. Bring it down. Do a little curve and bring it back up. Dip the pen again for the next stroke. It won't hurt. This wasn't very roundy, so I'll do it again, but that wasn't too bad. I don't like these connectors. That's not going according to plan for my liking. It sort of goes like this, doesn't it? Okay, that's not too bad. And this one goes up and down and around. Oh yeah, that's it. That's more like it, people. There's the D. There's the D. Just takes a bit more practice. This is why I do it, because you need to practice it. So let's do another one to make sure that that wasn't a fluke. So you come down hard, come off, give yourself a little loop, bring it up, get the excess off. You come up, make sure it's round a bill. There we are. Come off, come back on, come off. And there you go, people. There's my Copperplate D. Very nice. Then I might try some of, I think the lowercase d in all respects to all the different flavours of the D from the different styles is almost the same. So let's start with, if you can see this, let's start with the upstroke. And then you come up and over like an oval. And then you come down hard and off. And that's the lowercase d. Basically for all of them really. Just remember your upstroke. And then you come over, down hard for the oval. Then come down hard and out. And that's basically, I don't need to really practice this. I think I've got it nailed, what I think is nailed. So we'll do another one just for argument's sake. We'll do the uppercase, not the upstroke. Then we go down hard like an oval and out, down hard and out. I'll just show you the other D. I think those 3 Ds, they're the same. So I've nailed it as far as I'm concerned. The capital was a bit iffy. So that was Eleanor Winter's style of Ds. Let me show you their D. Their D's got like a one stroke type of lowercase d for the Italian hand. So we'll try that one stroke technique now, okay? We'll try that one stroke technique. So I won't actually lift the pen. I'll create the entire thing in one stroke without lifting the pen. If it can, of course. Can you see it? Yes. So here we go, people. One stroke. So I'm going to hazard a guess that we're going to start like here. We're going to come down hard. We're going to come up. We're going to come down again. And come off. Okay, it dumped a little bit too much ink for my liking. Let's try again. We're going to come up and make a nice oval. I'm going to come up. I'm going to come down. Again, it dumped a little bit too much ink, but it's not too bad. It's not too bad. It was that blob. Let's try one more time, one stroke. I think you could get away with that, people. It's almost identical to these. But let's try one with an upstroke, just for argument's sake. So let's go with the upstroke. So you're going to come off a letter. Say you're going to have to do it like, I always feel like a bit iffy with doing just the upstroke. So let's do the letter E as a standard. And then from that upstroke you go, come on, work ink. And then we'll go into the D. Not too bad. Bit iffy on the old angle, wasn't it? Let's try that one again. Because that paper didn't do me any justice, did it? Let's go for the upstroke. To an E. To the O bit. Not too bad. The ED, not too bad. That feels nicer. That felt nicer. So, not more or less, it's the same thing really. More or less with a one stroke or two stroke. I think I'm going to stick with the Eleanor Winters D. And then in the other lowercase scenario, it's identical really. It is identical to what we've just done, so we ain't going to bother with doing that practice. It's identical. Now we move on to the what they call well, it's almost identical, but higher notes of the head, as you can see there, and a bit of the loop at the bottom is even larger, and the actual D bit or the barrel of the D is a bit tighter, as you can see. So we're going to try a bit tighter on the barrel and a bit of a longer head on it. So let's try one of them. And that, what's that called? They're just called Copperplate capitals, but it must be a different style. So it says a nice big long D and a long loop. Let's try that long loop technique. So you come off. You come down to the... Where am I going? I'm up here. Let's try again, people. Racing to get it done. Right. Start here. Come down. Give yourself a nice big loop. And out. That's fair dues. And then it says... And then this loop starts almost like this. Here. Probably a bit light. That head needs to come over a bit more. So I'm going to tilt the pad this way. So it's going to have to come like this. Bit of a more definition loop. You can just about see that on camera. I can't change that, people. Right. So their loop is almost starting like this. I'm going to twist my arm round to get it. But if I can do it, Oh man, look at that. That's not bad. That's not bad indeed. It's a bit different to our Ds, to that D above, if you can see that. You can just see that that's different to this D. Well, let's try again. So it's going to have to come, that head is going to, you're going to really pronounce the head for this version. That's that. And we've got to twist your arm round. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. Bit heavy on the main shank. I'll try again, but try a bit of a lighter touch. I think I might be doing a bit too heavy on the touch. So nice and light, Bill. Then heavy. Then light. Come off. Now that's not too bad. I think that looks better. And then twist this so it comes over. Come off. Oh, there it is, people. There it is. That's better. I like that. That's not too bad. That's not a bad attempt at that, what they call a capital D in their book. Do you know what I mean? So, if that's the capital D, what they call copperplate capitals, the next one we're going to have a crack at is this thing called Copperplate Flourished Capital, which is it's a funny one because it sort of starts almost at the bottom, but not quite at the bottom, where they've put majority of their D, capital D's, are at, halfway up, if not at the top. Now this one's, their curve goes almost to the bottom, and there is no loop, but you can see there is a loop of some description, and there is a head. So let's try one of these. I don't know how I'm going to do that one. I better put that over here so I don't bend my neck. Let's move this book out of the way. That's better. I can see what I'm doing now. I haven't got to bend my neck. Right. Hopefully, people, I'll do myself justice with this one. So let's have a look. I'm going to assume the first stroke then is going to, can you see this? It's going to start here, come down, and then it sort of goes flat with no loop. Where these ones have got these little loops, yeah? This one doesn't have any loop. Let's just do it, people. Let's try first one. Okay. And then the next one, it sort of starts here and then swoops down here and then comes all the way up and then down. Okay, let's have a go. So it starts live here, it swoops down, it comes up, it comes down, come off. Not too bad. I think that thing there needs to come over a little bit, but not like that little. Okay. Would it matter? Not really. Let's try another go, people. Let me try, because it definitely curves over a little bit, so you have to come like this. With no loop. Okay, there's a bit of a loop there, but don't worry about that, people. I think if you get it close to, you're alright. Now then, let's try and get this guy again. Come off. It comes up. It comes down. It's almost identical to this one, but definitely a bit more. It's down here a bit more. Can you see that? They're above that line and they are definitely below that line. So the flourished version ain't much different to the original, except a few differences. So let's try another try at this, because this is quite. I think it sort of goes down a little bit, and then you come back on yourself, come off, and come up. And this one's a funny one. Sort of come over yourself, come over. Yeah, not too bad. I think that little curve, I like that little curve going on. That's almost identical to what I'm seeing in the book anyway. Okay, let's try one more time. So, yeah, curve it round, then the pressure build, then off the pressure build. Thank you. Now that's looking a bit tidier. Now, don't forget this one has to start almost like this. Yeah. Then down, then pressure build, then off the pressure. And there was a bit of an arm there. I didn't like that bit. Bloody snag in the paper. Bloody snag. Let's try again. So start here. Pressure build, off the pressure build. That's better. Then we'll try again. Hopefully we don't get a snag. That's better, people. That loop should have been a bit more down. I don't like that loop. Let's do one more here. Now let's go to a new line, people. Let's go to a new line. I want to try and get this flourished, what they call a flourished capital D. That's not too bad. Hey, come on now. Now then, you've got to remember it's a swoop it bill. People, I love that D. I love it. There's just a little bit of weight at the top of the D. I'll show you the D in a minute. Let's try again. This is quite a tough one. That's not bad. This is quite tough. Don't forget to swoop it, Bill. Then a bit of weight, then off the weight. Yeah, almost. This arm here needs to come a little bit more. Say I've gone out a bit there. It should have gone up and over. That's the only gripe I've got with that thing. So don't forget to give it a little loop. That's it, little curvy thing. Come off. Okie dokie. Now we're talking, people. Let's try again. So I think it does start above that thing there. Come off. Swoop it down. Bit of weight. Come off the weight. Oh, look at this. Now he's knocking it out the park, people. Knocking it out the park. I think I am anyway. I don't know what you think. Let's see if it wasn't a fluke. Not bad. I'm happy with that, people. I'm knocking it out the park every turn. I love it. It's almost, it does. Oh, okay. Let's have a go with that then. Hopefully, people, I've inspired you to practice. Swoop it, come off, bit of pressure, bring it down. Love it. Loving the D with a longer head. I think I've done all right there, people. I really do. I think I like my D practice. The more I practice these Ds, the better it's going to become, isn't it? And if I practice the lowercase d or whatever lowercase or uppercase, whatever letter, the faster I can use my handwriting. The more I practice the Copperplate script and learn the strokes via, you know, a standard nib and holder, when I come round to handwriting Copperplate, it should automatically be in my brain the more I practice. So hopefully people, you come back for the next one, which will be the E, which is quite a tough one. The D was quite an easy one to get round, but the E is a tough one, specifically the capital E. So if you've watched this all the way through, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks guys, bye now.